Alright everyone, time to look at the final episode of the day, which is It's the Final Punch. Angered by Patel was defeating them and capturing Horror Ranger, Shoji curses at the Gorman minion at headquarters and wonders how to save Rin as Kazu, Rio and Daigo are approached. Hikaku states that his sense of vigilance will be lost if they rush, and the way to save Rin involves defeating Pa-Taoist. However, Kazu wonders if their Kenpo isn't enough. The master reveals that Pa-Taoist absorbs bullets from their fists, thus needed an invisible Kenpo to defeat it. Kenpo that is double at high speed, but are capable of to prevent Taoists from absorbing all the blows. Excuse me. Realizes Jin's evil god Wind Fist may be the means, while Master Kaku decides to challenge Rio with a challenge. At the hospital, Jin approaches, realizing the last fortress of the Great Forest Temple, Master Chen, is appearing. But he decides to approach with a face of formality and with a bouquet of flowers. The master smiles at Aki. The nurse realizes that Jin is at it again. Master thanks him but then he tries to attack with a finger. Aki will lead to do combat one another. Do fight another, but the master falls out dead. Shaking their Kenpo, his nurse. Do fight one another, but the master falls down dead. Defeating another Kenpo, as the nurses and the students try to comfort their fallen master. Later, Jin comments he remembered Aki's dream of being a nurse, but she tells him to stop lowering herself, to remember who he used to be once as the memory of Aki and Jin together is recalled. The warrior was comforting her by the seashore, and tending to her inherited Jin's wounds the days before her father pushed him too far. Later, Jin states that was long ago, that the person she wanted died, left when his hand did, recalling the final lesson and the knife stabbing into it. Aki yells at Jin to not go, but he states he warned her prior. Aki must stay away from Jin or she'll be in great danger, departing her once again. By the shore, Rio trains with the other Dairangers and their Dairan rods, but screaming in pain that he'll never give up. The team is suddenly confronted by Pa-Taoist, continuing to torment that he can't be defeated as the other Dairangers charge towards him. Daigo, Shoji, and Kazu perform consecutive attacks, but they're all futilely absorbed by Pa-Taoist, while Kirin Ranger states that he should return Rin. The Gorman minion uses darkness entrapment again, absorbing Shoji as the Tenma appears on his pod, forcing Rin to tell Daigo and Kazu to run. As it happens, Shinam continues to exude confidence in the Gorman minion, who states he knows nothing inside of his plan, but he doesn't need the brute. Elsewhere, Zidus continues with his Black Orb ritual to create the strongest Demon Fist Master. In a private room, Jin relaxes while drinking wine, revealing he now possesses a fully metal hand under his black glove. He takes in the music while staring at the flowers. He tries to caress one. Zidus completes his ritual and his skull appears in the orb, allowing him to take it and states someone who can endure magical energy is out there to be able to become the ultimate Demon Fist Master. Within Dairanger headquarters, Rio continues to train by hitting candle flames, and has a supremely hard time with this motion. Seeing the flames won't blow out and that the training isn't working before screaming in pain, revealing a harsh spring-bred harness attached to his body. Preventing him from being able to accomplish anything. Rio hears the screams of Rin and Shoji, making the Rio Ranger withstand the harness as Kaku watches, telling him to endure this suffering and allow himself to become a completely new person as he screams in pain on the floor. Jin's car drives through the city, spotted by Aki, and discovers Rio on the water side, wondering why he's here again and he won't be gentle again if he keeps showing up. Rio states he can't give up and he will win against him. Jin states he has no choice and will end Rio's life. At the same time, Daigo and Kazu are fighting Pa-Taoist, stating he'll make them new ornaments as they transform. Rio and Jin begin to fight once again. The two knock each other until Jin's car drives to the city, spotted Aki, and discovers Rio on the water side. He wondered why he's He wonders why he's here again, and he won't be gentle again if he keeps showing up. Ryo says he can't give up and he will win against him. Jin says he has no choice and will end Ryo's life. At the same time, Daigo and Kazuo are fighting Pot Taoist, saying he'll make them new ornaments as they transform. Ryo and Jin begin to fight once again, the two knocking each other about as Ryo removes his gi and reveals the training device. Jin yells that he's mocking Hyoga style by wearing it, but Ryo screams out as he rips the springs off, telling the warrior to fight him. Ryo sings Evil God Wind Fist again. Jin fights as Ryo defends each and every one of his blows before hitting him in his face. Jin's surprised he can keep up with his speed as Ryo announces he's figured out his Kenpo ability. Aki appears telling Jin to stop, making his guard down as Ryo kicks his face in the distraction before missing a punch that makes Jin splatter blood and fly into the ocean. Pot Taoist prepares to capture Shishi Ranger, Kira Ranger, but Ryo rushes in, but not enough time to stop Darkness Entrapment and the appearance of the Shishi and Keelan appear on it. Stating that it's unforgivable, Ryo tells him to face the fear of his fists, but the Gorman minion states his wimpy fists will work against him for firing a beam. Shells for Ryo Ranger to transform behind the flames. Striking the Gorman minion, Ryo starts to unleash his attacks, heading aside before using the Heavenly Fire Secret Art Meteor Flash, a finishing move of several hundred punches in a single breath, leading to a barrage of punches that finally knocks Pot Taoist down and destroys his pot, releasing the other Die Rangers. Ryo wonders if they're alright as Pot Taoist releases a growth bomb to grow himself, leading to Die Rangers to summon their mythical key beasts. By the ocean, Jin cannot believe he has finally justified how ridiculous it is as he is approached by Zydos, who says his fists now lead to his defeat. It was his heart that caused him to lower his guard. Zydos says Jin needs to be heartless without emotion and become a demon fist master. Aki pleads for Jin as Zydos leaves. The warrior crying as the girl approaches him, telling him not to fight anymore and to return to her. The warrior embraces her, but he suddenly punches her with his bare hand, knocking her unconscious. As Jin rises up, Zydos says he did well that a demon fist master needs to be ruthless for giving him the demon energy from the black orb to create the ultimate demon fist master. The power flows through Jin, while at the same time the Die Rangers use the great King Sword to slice Pot Taoist. The warrior screams as he transforms into a demonic form, while the Gorman minion is destroyed with great storm and stress with ease. Zydos orders the ultimate demon fist master to rise. Jin staring at his new master as he tells him to fight as his arms and legs, but with the new warrior kicking him aside and telling him he follows no one's orders as he departs. As the Die Rangers arrive at the shore, Ryo finds Jin's former coin. Looking at it while his past and future rival laughs and walks into the sunset. Ooh. So anyway, let's take a look at some notes from this episode. The fight scene is enacted in Akiba Ranger Season 2 episode Martial Arts Solution, with Akiba Red as Jin and Akiba Yellow as Aki as a scheme to get Ryo Ranger back to his senses. This episode aired the day before the premiere of Day of the Dumpster, the first episode of the Power Rangers franchise. So I think this episode is kind of interesting, and as a conclusion to the previous episode, it's really damn good. So yeah. So overall, I give It's the Final Punch 4 Megazords out of 5. Well, anyway, tune in later today and stuff as we take a look at the next episode. Everyone's here. So until then, in the words of Zordon, may the power protect you.